How are you doing? Top of the day to you from wherever you're watching me from. I guess it's time you guys should start dropping your locations, where you're from, your country. Anyway, I hope you came prepared. Let's go right into it. Today is actually another day that I'm going to be answering a question I get from you guys on the comment section. Okay, so it says, when should I know I'm supposed to use the F for the F sound, and when do I know I'm using PH for the F sound? I hope you get what I'm saying. This says PH and F. Okay, these both sounds in pronunciation. When you actually see this diagram in a word, it sounds F, as well as this single letter F still sounds F. So how do you know? When should you use? Should I use F? Should I use PH for this particular word? Let's find out. I'm going to start the explanation with still reminding you that English is actually rule-based. It's a rule-based subject. They like rules a lot. There are so many rules in English language, but English actually is not rule perfect. That is, it is not perfect in obeying the rules, okay? So that is why I always talk about exception whenever I am talking about any rules or anything at all relating to English language, because you will always see exceptions, okay? So I start this with this firstly so that you don't get any part of this wrong. But the main deal here is that most time the law actually work with most of the words. Okay, so let's start. And the first rule I'm going to be explaining to you here is just a kind of strategy for you to know that right now for this word, I'm going to be using PH or I'm actually using F. Okay, the first thing is pay attention to the word. Is it a common, like normal words that people use often? Common words that you can use on everyday activity. We have words like fish, fine, finger, flip, family, fast, flow, you know, simple words like that. They sound a kind of casual. They are casual words. They are kind of informal words. So whenever you hear words like this and they actually has the F sound in them, there is possibility that we are actually using the F sound, the letter F right here. Okay, that's the first rule. The first rule is pay attention to the kind of word. Is it a casual word? Is it an informal word? Like, is it words that we normally use for our daily activity? Like those simple words, okay? Most of the time, if they contain the F sound, we are actually using the F sound, okay? The F letter, all right? That's the first rule. So pay attention to the kind of words that we are talking about in this scenario. Is it a casual word? Is it a normal word that we use like on a normal basis? Okay, now that's number one. These words are usually very simple and they are sometimes short. The words that actually goes with the real letter F are usually simple words, like words that are very light to pronounce. Okay, they normally go with the letter F once you hear F in them. All right. Okay, now rule number two. This particular rule says that you have to pay attention to words that has this Greek kind of accent or origin, okay? Words that actually originated from other Greek words, because in Greeks, when it comes to Greek language, F, that is the PH, actually sounds F. That is why when we have words that are being borrowed from Greek words, we tend to have the PH as F. Okay, so you pay attention to the kind of word. Is it sounding like formal? Most of these kind of words that actually has PH sounding F actually comes in frame of a kind of formal word, okay? They are not words we use on our everyday life, no, okay? And again, you can actually categorize it into four space. The first is the words that are related to academics, okay? They are related to education. Then the second one are words that are related to technology, okay? When you hear F in some words that are related to technology, they actually represent PH. PH is actually representing the F in the word, as well as medicine words. That is, when it comes to medical terms, whenever you hear P, most of the time PH is actually representing, and as well in science terminologies. Okay, so when there is phi sound in a word and this word is related to science, most of the time the phi there, PH is actually representing the phi sound. Okay, so that is it. So let's try spelling out some words in these 4 categories I have mentioned to see actually if we are doing justice to it. Okay, for science, let's try spelling the word sphere, sphere, sphere. Okay, we have s, and this is fair. Okay, sphere, sphere, sphere. Remember, this is sounding like this because there is magic E. I told you guys we're going to be observing all the rules we've been talking about here on the channel. So this is fair, fair. Okay, now this E kind of change the sound that we have here. So put together we have sphere. So you can see that the is being represented with PH. Okay, now another one, let's try physics. Physics, we have phi. Okay, this is phi. We have 6, 6. Physics, physics put together, so we have physics. Okay, so these are science words and you can see the phi represented with PH. All right, let's see the medical terms. For instance, if you try to spell the word pharmacy, pharmacy, pharmacy. So we have fa, this is fa, but from my pronunciation, there is a stretch, okay? Stretch a bit. We have R to it. This is fa, fa, not just fa, fa. We have pharmacy, okay? This is ma and C. Put together, we have pharmacy. So the f is being represented with PH. Okay, and this is one of the missing terms I talked about. Okay, when you equally try to spell the word phobia, 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 phobia. Okay, we spell f, this is fo. Okay, it is being represented with PH as f, f, f. Okay, fo, and we have b, yeah. This is phobia. Okay, so you can see all the words we spelled here, none of them is a casual word that we use every day. They are all formal words in a way. Okay, most of these words are used in a professional scenarios. Okay, so if you look at this is fair, we have physics, we have pharmacy, and we have phobia. Okay, let's try on the academic section. Let's try the word phonics, phonics, this is four. We have nix. Okay, so this is four and this is nix. Okay, this is NIC. Okay, so it is phonics. So you can see that the PH here, PH is representing the phi for this word. Okay, if we equally try to spell the word graph, 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 we have gra. Okay, we have graph. Okay, this is graph. Put together, graph. Okay, now if as well we try to spell the word photo, photo, that's now on technology. We're going to have PHO, this is pho and not pho. Okay, so if you pay attention, all we are spelling here are kind of formal words. They are not informal words, they're not casual words that you use like all the time. Photo is related to technology, so we have photo. Okay, so this is photo. Okay, I hope we are getting the gist. So what am I trying to say in the essence? Pay attention to the word in particular before you should know if you are supposed to use the F or the PH. Now, if the word has a Greek kind of origin, if you don't know the words that have Greek origin, you can pay attention to the formality of the word. Is it a formal word? Is the word like a kind of formal, like formal? And is it a kind of informal word? Is it kind of casual words that we use, like you can use anytime? Okay, so that's basically it. And remember, this can be found at the beginning or at the middle of a word. It mustn't be at the beginning, just like we have with the graph. Okay, we still have paragraph. This is pa, ra, gra, and f. Okay, this is paragraph. Paragraph. If I still want to write autograph, auto, and I write gra, okay, autograph. So if you pay attention to all that I'm writing here, they are not words that we play around with. They are words that we use on serious occasions. They are regarded as a kind of formal words. Okay, so that is what you should pay attention to. We still have another word like geography. Geography. We have geo, and we have gra, and we have phi. Okay, now it is not just f, it is phi. It has y. Okay, you already know how y works. If you're just joining me, do check out our other videos. You're going to get 1 or 2 from them so that you can be up to date with what we are doing here. I have explained this y in one of our videos, how it functions as a vowel and as a consonant. So do well to check out our other videos. It will help you understand better. All right, now let's equally try the word microphone. Microphone. We have microphone. Okay, this is microphone, and you can still see that PH is still representing the phi. Okay, and that's technology. Let's equally try the word triumph. Triumph, like triumph. We have triumph. Okay, we have triumph. 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 This is the f sound. Okay, now another thing I will still add to this is this: most of the words that PH are actually representing are usually a bit lengthier, like they are usually longer words. Okay, not like all of them, but most of them are longer words. Okay, so you pay attention. The most important thing here, I have given you the real deal. It's now left for you to pay attention. Should you go for PH or should you go for F? Okay, so with this, I think I have actually explained this on today's video. And if you see me for the first time, hello city, welcome to the channel, welcome to the family instead. Keep staying safe. See you in our next one. Bye.